Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Salom. Today I'm having a conversation with the coordinator for Dream for All Foundation. We are going to talk about some scholarship opportunities that are open for Ghanaian citizens to study abroad. So, if you are someone who is interested in studying abroad on scholarship, studying for free, stay right here and enjoy the conversation. Please watch to the end.
Okay. All right. So you are welcome once again. As I said, my name is Julian. I'm the coordinator. All right. So looking for Dream for All Foundation.
Okay.
We are into two, right? We have the AHAFO scholarship, right, which we actually liaise with the AHAFO community. Then AHAFO is also actually a district, so a district in AHAFO. And then we have the Dream for All. So let me just give you a brief history about Dream
Okay.
for All. Then after that, we get to the AHAFO one. All right. So our history is very simple and it is very interesting and very nice. Um, the future, just like the future of every generation, and for that matter, every community, largely depends and strictly tied to the present educational system, right? And then um, and its future reforms. But however, not every citizen, as we know, is blessed with the opportunity to and a sound financial position from families to be able to access quality education or formal education or get enrolled into basic formal education. Let me put it that way. So this is the main predicament discovered by Mr. Moses and Foster after they had sat to discuss how possible best they can also invest in human resource, the human capacity of our generation. See, that is how the meeting was, and they came out with an idea that okay, let's come out with this scholarship scheme where we would help the needy, the poor ones, the brilliant but needy, the poor ones, and even sometimes we stretch our hands to the rich and everything, because we think equity, just that we base on equity much, so we just want people to be equal, so we base on equity so much. All right, so this organization was founded in 2016 by Moses Enkri and Mr. J. Foster to explore the question. And do you know the question? I mean, the question is, how do you help the poor people to grow and realize their full potentials? This was the question. How do you help the poor to grow and realize their full potentials? Because if I'm brilliant and I got no money, how am I going to get to school? I mean, how would I even realize the dream that I have, the potentials within me? How is it going to come out? Nobody can discover it, but we think education is the only way we can close the gap between the poor and the rich. Once we invested so much in getting a scholarship for people, and then enabling poor people to envision and realize their dreams was the approach they called Dream for All Foundation. So this is the history about Dream for All Foundation. Great. Then, just as you asked, our mission, our vision, our mission statement, and those kind of stuff, it is very simple. Our mission is to support the less privileged in our community with access to quality education, both home and abroad. We are also determined to enlist greater number of youth into various vocational training and apprenticeship in order to empower them with self-empowerable skills for better standard of living. As in Ghana here, I think I remember some time back, one professor told me, he said, African can solve our issues. And I mean, if we can solve our issues, it's actually strictly based on education and employment. Great. So after receiving a whole lot of ideas from these people, we realized that it's worth it if we close the gap between the poor and the rich.
Okay, so currently, what opportunities do you have? I see that you made some announcements about scholarship opportunities available.
All right, so before I get to the things that we have, let me also talk on the Asunafo, because just like from the beginning, I told you we have the Asunafo one and we have Dream for Foundation as an NGO.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the Asunafo South Abroad Scholarship Program, this is how it all started. After the 2016 election, which is 2017, Mr. Moses was actually being spoken to by the district. And when we talk about Asunafo South, this district was one of the 22 districts of the Asunafo region of Ghana, but is currently one of the 6 districts of Ahafo region. After the election, they actually contacted Mr. Moses. The whole idea for contacting him was like they just want him to be the mediator between the district assembly and also the investors in China and other countries. And while this was going on, people felt the threat. People felt the threat, and they decided to pull out of the whole program, pull out of the whole agenda. So pulling out from the whole agenda, Mr. Moses realized that he still wants to impact on people positively. So we decided to send the scholarship, start the scholarship program with the district assembly. And I think along the line, that same issue popped up and we had to separate. But someone would ask, why are we still using the name Asunafo South? It is, we had a MOU with them, and because of the MOU, we cannot take the name out of everything until the agreement is over. We will still have to go ahead with the Asunafo South.
Okay. Yeah, so does that mean that the Asunafo South scholarship thing, it's meant for just people or residents from that place, from Asunafo?
Not at all. Not at all. It is being open for everyone. So just like I explained to you, since they put out and we still have the MOU with the schools, and in the name of the district assembly, we cannot pull out.
Okay.
Unless the MOU is done, then it expires, then we can pull out from the deal.
Okay. So yes.
One beautiful thing is the foundation has granted scholarship to several students to help them with the educational goals. All right. So May 28th, May 2019, the Asunafo South District through Dream for All Foundation, Asunafo South Abroad Scholarship Program, it has awarded $100,747 in scholarship to 6 exceptional students to study abroad. So that is a huge money we are talking over here. Yeah, and also 2019 we did actually enroll a whole lot of people, but 2020 we only enrolled one person due to the COVID, and he's actually doing it online as we are speaking now.
Okay.
All right, so now back to your question.
Yeah.
All right, so these are the opportunities we have over here. Okay, so we have undergraduates, master's programs and PhD programs across universities in China. And we also have a different scholarship program with one of the ministries, which the ministry is yet to launch. So we may not even talk about it for now, but it's on the pipeline. It's in the pipeline. Basically, we know it will come out very well.
Like, which opportunity is readily available now for people who are willing to study abroad on scholarship can actually go for?
All right, so the undergraduate is available, the master's program is available, and the PhD is still available.
Okay, so which countries?
All right, as of now, we are dealing with China, and the PhD, we also have one in Sweden. But as I said, the ministry is yet to launch it. So we also have programs in France, which we're also working on it. Let me just read a little bit about the proposal with the Swedish school. Proposal for collaboration between Ghana and Sweden on waste management and renewable energy generation. So I think it all started 21st February 2020, and yeah.
As part of the requirements, you ask that people provide a statement, and then you should be able to have something in your bank account. That side is not clear for me, like an amount of money, a bank statement that has an amount of money in it. I don't know if you can
explain it to you.
clarify
Okay.
that part.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thanks for the question once again. The reason why it is a requirement is we deal with bigger universities in China, France, and also in Sweden. We deal with bigger universities, and as a matter of fact, probably maybe Shandong might not even ask for a financial statement from a student. Probably maybe school intention might not. But what we do is when you send out your documents to us, we do our everything in our capacity to get you a school. So probably maybe if you are being refused at Shandong, Shandong would also apply to Tianjin, and maybe that might be a requirement of Tianjin. So as a matter of fact, it is free, but you should have this. I mean, just in case of anything, in case the school that you got the admission asked for.
Okay, so someone like me may ask, like, I'm really interested in a scholarship, but I don't have that amount of money in my account to actually bring a statement to prove that I have that. So how do I get to apply for this? Won't it be a put off for me, or yeah, it will just scare me off away from actually applying for the scholarship because I see that as a requirement. What?
So that is actually not a main requirement. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
That's actually not a main requirement. So we could even apply to a school and boom, you'll get it. I mean, without even providing that. And if you just want us to continue on searching in for other schools for you, that is where it is a necessity.
Okay.
As an NGO, we will do our possible best to assist you with this kind of stuff.
Okay. Do you charge students for the application process?
No, we don't. Not at all.
So
We
everything you
don't.
do is free.
It's free. Not at all.
Okay.
And the interesting part is free tuition, free accommodation, and you would also get your monthly allowance as well, and some are the partial scholarships as well. Probably maybe you might pay tuition fee, might not even pay accommodation fee. You might pay accommodation, might not even pay tuition fee,
Okay.
and probably you might not get allowance on that partial scholarship as well. All right.
Okay. I want to get a full scholarship. What do you think I need to do to help me get that? Is it just about my academic performance, or there are certain things that I actually need to help me, like to guarantee that I will get a full scholarship?
You know, being brilliant, I mean, being exceptional is a must. When you are actually applying for these scholarships, it's a must. And then I think other things, just like I said, depending on the programs and depending on the school. So probably someone might be brilliant, but might get a partial scholarship from a school where they do not give full scholarships and those kind of stuff. But as I said, as an NGO, we do our best to help people since it is actually part of our requirement. And then we, just like I told you earlier on, that we deal with partial scholarships, and then we deal with programs and masters, undergraduate, and then
PhD.
We are programs for PhD, the programs for so the programs for undergraduates, we have engineering, science, and mathematics. Depending on program, full scholarship, free accommodation, free tuition, and small monthly allowance, or possibly partial scholarship, free tuition, and full accommodation for some. So we have humanities. So like depending on the program, just like I said, you would get this scholarship. And for you to get this full scholarship, the minimum eligibility requirement is that you must be a graduate or able to graduate at the end of the current academic year, and a minimum GPA of 3.0 GPA and upwards, and must be a Ghanaian citizen, and must be difficulty with fundings, and the age must not be more than the respected age below at the time of application. So for masters, you should not be above 35. For undergraduate, you shouldn't be about 25, and for PhD, you shouldn't be about 40 years.
Okay. Okay, for you to be able to apply, those are the
Yeah.
requirements.
The things that we would need is, first and foremost, is your birth certificate copy, passport copy, SHS certificate / bachelor's degree or master's degree copy, then your academic transcript, and 3 letter of recommendation, or 2 from a university lecturer and 1 from the community or civil society organizer and head of a public or private agency, testifying to the candidate's ability and leadership potentials. So that is it.
Okay. What's the minimum GPA that I need to be able to apply for the
3.0,
master's?
3.0 and
Okay.
upwards.
So anything below that, you are
Yeah,
not
we cannot
taking it.
guarantee a full scholarship.
Okay. Okay, so the person can actually apply without
Yeah, you
uh
can.
but
But I mean, for the full scholarship, it will be very difficult for us to
okay.
um, negotiate
Oh,
on that for you.
okay. That's fine. So far, how many people can you see have benefited from this scholarship scheme?
Great. A whole lot of people, I think, not not less than 30. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you know, and then some embassies, as I was, I mean, putting across, some embassies don't actually give um visas, right, to second class lower.
Okay.
So you know, everything is based on your academics and your GPA
Wow.
and this kind of stuff for master's program.
Okay. Okay.
Considering the fact that there are a lot of people, I mean, we've faced this challenge for a longer time. For the fact that everything is free, most of the people think it's a scam, and but genuinely, this is a genuine scholarship. This is not a scam, and we have a lot of people to testify to that, to attest to that, that it is a genuine business that we're doing. It's a genuine thing that we're doing as an NGO. As a matter of fact, Dream4, it is registered under the registrar general, and then we have our company's lenses. I mean, so which we actually got around the 5th day of April 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Mm.
it is a legit thing.
Okay. When will be the deadline for this current opening?
Okay. Just as we put across board, it ends next month, and I think everyone um, should we entreat people to, I mean, get to us. And as a matter of fact, due to the pandemic, we are not receiving things at the office. Um, yeah, we are not receiving things at the office. So you just call a number, just like the number we put across. Maybe I can just put it across over here. The number is actually 059 24 34 324, right? So when we speak, we would give you, I mean, everything, the email and everything that you would actually apply through.
Okay.
So it is ending. It is ending at the end March, the latter part of March. So
Okay.
everybody, everyone, anybody, any person who is actually interested should just tap in to this honey. Yeah, thank you for calling us, and we really appreciate your effort.
Mhm.
And we're just hoping to help everybody. You know, in a society where we're actually dealing with democracy, we should get a whole lot of elite people where they will work, pay tax, and then we will use it for roads, hospitals, and everything. So we are just shifting to that, and we want to help other people. So that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.